like the Timber and the Puck as heroes that don't really have to worry so much about the Spirit Breaker. And a Boom ID going to willingly pick the Slark into the Timbersaw and the Puck. Gabby gets a little bit, and Jaboogie's already down here, so just 2-1-2 for TNC so far. But the wave bounces right off the tower, and that should mean that Boom get it back into a decent position. Spirit Breaker, okay, gonna come charging in. They're looking towards Ninja Boogie. Gonna start getting these stacks up. Gabby doing his best to defend, but it looks like the Silencer is gonna end up being your first blood here. And that's already one permanent agility stack for good old Slark. And Ninja Boogie just getting... In terms of the overall game here, I'm not actually sure who I favor as the game goes on. There's pretty good scaling potential on both sides. I might even... the late game looks okay for Boom. Oh, FBZ getting gone on here. He's already used the Drunken Brawler, so he's just getting auto-attacked down. But the charge comes through, and the TP Shackle. They control both of them. The Shards will manage to finish him off. Cuckoo jaunts a little bit further to safety. It looked good for Boom ID, but looks like they're only going to end up getting the one return kill here, and it's only on the support Tims. Last auto-attack from Jokum brings him down. No TP for Ninja Boogie. Looks like he just came up top. But they're still looking towards FBZ once again. I think he's holding the Drunken Brawler until the tag team gets popped, but they'll take in plenty of damage. Alright, there's the Drunken Brawler running towards Cuckoo. Jokum's up here, level 4, does have the Shackle and a Hex. 3-man snowball in towards FBZ. They quickly right-click him down. There is a charge coming up here, but it looks like Tims is committing to it here. So the idea is that it synergizes with tag team, right? Just kind of interesting. Surprised we haven't seen Tusk with like illusion heroes. Oh, Dream Coil drop. Mirana snaps the coil. It's brought down without any opportunity to do anything. Jokum on the run. This path gets blocked by the Shards, but he just saunters back to the tower. He's going to be fine. Over at mid lane, they're looking at Armel, but Armel's looking at this tower with a double damage rune. FBZ does have a primal split available, but not having the most fantastic of games, and he just gets right-clicked down! FBZ did not anticipate the damage from the Morphling. 3 points in the adaptive strike, and Armel just finds a totally free kill. This is an insanely long... Yeah, he doesn't even bother finishing it. Cuckoo's just like, what am I even doing here? Just cancels the TP. Mid tower is going to end up being denied. They pop the Moonlight Shadow. They want this Armel Morphling, but he's got 1400 HP, and the Global Silence comes out to save him. Gets the waveform a little bit further away. There is an arrow available. They're locking down Armel. Looking for the follow-up. There's another Shackle. Armel will finally be brought down. Hex from Jokum. They also end up losing the Silencer. Ninja Boogie dying down bottom. Getting picked off by the Slark. Over back at mid, though. Cuckoo now making the rotation. Gets the 2-man Dream Coil out. FBZ gonna try for the TP. Nothing to interrupt it. Tims had already used everything that he had. Are they actually gonna get this? This is taking a little while, but they're defending bottom with Gabby. They got another tag team in 1 second. Just splitting the damage around. Cuckoo also gonna come in. He can help and tank this, and there you go. There is no way that you would look at this TNC lineup and think, oh hey, they can Roshan at 14 minutes into the game. Like, it does sometimes happen with Morphling. Jokum in trouble at bottom. Pop down the Math Serpent Wards. It's gonna get focused down. Cuckoo does come TPing in and just immediately dies, however. They were waiting for him. And now their charge comes through. They're also gonna pop the Primal Split. Tims, nice snowball, gonna buy a couple of seconds. But there is gonna be another Hurl Boulder off cooldown as soon as he comes out, so he gets locked down. Gabby's still doing his best just to drive everybody back with the damage. The tower also helping a little bit, but he gets finished off, and now Tusk trapped inside of the trees. Tims is just going to get punched down by the Brewmaster. No, he gets pushed out of the Shards. Armel sitting here, taking a lot of damage, but still morphing just as much strength, and Gabby's still fighting, though now he's low on mana. Armel's going to be back. What can he do? Fervian does have the ultimate available, getting these stacks going. The Timbersaw is tanky, but he doesn't really care too much. I know that there's a ward up here, courtesy of their Slark, certainly helping them out in terms of maintaining map control. Shadow blading forward is the Slark. Oh, 20-minute bouncer runes are up for grabs. They are going to try for this Timbersaw. They managed to interrupt his Timber Chain. Now the Nether Strike coming through. They're still hanging on to it. Global Silence gets popped. That's going to save him for now. Tim's also coming in. Cuckoo drops a 2-man Dream Coil. Big trouble for the Slark as he now gets punched Good night, Boom ID. They wanted the bounty rate, and then they got greedy for that kill. Tim's 21 minutes in, finally has this Necrobook. I want to see the synergy with this tag team. I'm interested. Okay, Boom finally going for this smoke now. They got the lanes in a slightly better position. What kind of fight can they actually find? Ninja Boogie's going to break the smoke up here on the high ground. Fervian finds him. Not really that important that they lose the silencer here. They need to keep everybody else alive, though. Tim's trapped inside of the Mass Serpent wards. Armel gets up out of the high ground. He's morphed into the Mirana. Tim's about to be brought down. Armel looking to do what he can. Gabby's just getting controlled in this fight. Sent up into the air. It's only the support's dead so far on the side of TNC. Not the worst situation in the world. FBZ comes back out of the Primal Split. Okay, BKB's finished for the Mirana now. That's going to help in these upcoming fights. They're just leaving Gabby to push this top tower. It's not charged or anything. He does have the 100 damage talent now, so he can actually kind of push tier 2s. TNC heading into the Roshan pit. Trying for this tag team play once again. Cuckoo spots the ward, but needs to be careful about what he does. FBZ jumps in. Quickly gets silenced. Arrow is going to go scouting. Does catch the Roshan, but that's about it. They pop the Primal Split. Can they actually find any kills? They've got the lockdown onto Tim's. They also deploy the Mass Serpent wards, but Tim's is just going to buy back, and now they should be able to wait so long as Gabby doesn't get focused down too quickly. He's got some reactive armor stacks. Just staying up here on the high ground, playing next to the wards. FBZ out of the Primal Split. They land a nice arrow, but the Mirana is somewhat split up from her team here. Not a whole lot else happening. Gabby gonna give away a couple more stacks to the Slark. Fervian building up some damage. Armel's in the pit. They're gonna drop the Dream Call onto the Slark. They've got the silence on him as well. He's looking for an angle, but he can't even get anything off. Forced into the buyback immediately. FBZ doesn't have the ultimate. TNC are just surrounding him, and he's also going to end up falling. This is a terribly split fight for Boom ID. The Mirana and the Spirit Breaker over on the wrong side of the pit, and TNC are just moving as a ball, going from target to target. They isolate the Spirit Breaker. They do manage to get a little bit of a catch onto the Tim's Tusk. He gets one last Walrus Punch off before he goes down, as now the Spirit Breaker also buying back into this game. They bought back on FBZ, but they have to keep this Slark alive. He's got the Shadow Dance. But as discussed earlier, there's just so much AoE damage from the Timbersaw. Doesn't really care so much. Jokum also brought down. He's got some spells to use. Arrow gets tanked by Armel, but Cuckoo's already dead. These crits are coming through from FBZ. Armel's morphing strength for dear life as the Slark now comes back in. Once again, he focuses onto Boogie. Brewmaster low, but not dead yet. Finally drops Fervian, looking for more targets. Armel jumping around the best that he can. Cuckoo's found a little hidey hole in the trees. This fight just relentlessly continuing. Gabby has a couple more nukes, finish that kill. Still just feeling so difficult to focus on. And now they've got the Dream Coil out. This is trouble for Slark. Has to kind of wait this one out. Finds the opportunity, doesn't end up breaking the coil, but he's so low on mana. And Gabby, I think, still wants to chase, misses the Timber Chain, though. I don't know. That already thought there were some trees in this direction, but... After all is said and done, TNC's still gonna win the fight. Still going to go back into Roshan. Slark trying to reset. Need to be careful to get the silence onto the Shadow Shaman. Should be able to finish him before he gets off any spells. He's now dead. TNC willing to just run out of the pit, get the kills, and then go right back into Roshan. Tim's coming over. Pops the tag team, but actually needs to stay next to Roche for that to do any damage. There you go. Alright. Doesn't have the morph anymore. Cuckoo with Necro 3. And they've got this gem picked up, so... Huge amounts of map control for TNC. Fervian comes in for a few more stacks, but it just doesn't seem like they can kill Gabby. Armel jumps through. FBZ no ultimate, so... Just has to come in with the auto attacks. They forced out Fervian in. He's in trouble. He manages to get the Dark Pact and the Shadow Dance out into the BKB as well. Right-clicking onto Armel, but it's not doing enough damage. Armel waveforms in. He's looking for this kill on Jokum. He gets it. He's still got the Aegis. They're hexing him down, but TNC are still just surviving through everything. And it feels like Boom just aren't doing any damage whatsoever. Would have been okay against the stun, but still trapped for a little bit. Armel just man-fighting under the racks, as Gabby is the wall, preventing them from getting any closer. And Boom ID just can't make anything happen. You look at this Mirana, and he's just pacing around back and forth on the sidelines of the fight. Cannot do anything, it seems. Really needed to get some more out of that Primal Split, and now TNC... Oh, Armel in big trouble. Kind of getting left behind by his team a little bit here. Got the waveform soon, but his Lincoln Sphere is on cooldown. They're going to wait with the arrow. And Armel will be brought down. Did he try and TP and then it got cancelled by the Ancients? Or maybe not even that. Maybe he just waveformed through gut. Tim's even has the Blink Dagger for some snowball saves. So that's certainly nice. And TNC, just some disciplined Dota. Buy BKBs, kill shrines. Puck, trying to scout out this smoke. They do get a little bit of lockdown onto him, but they've got the global silence to interrupt. So now they've got the turnaround. Cuckoo comes out of that phase shift and just looks to turn. They've already brought down Jokum. They've got a nice Dream Coil out onto 2, and they force staff him as well to prevent the primal split. I believe that was Cuckoo. Oh, such a nice play from Cuckoo. Dream Coil the Brewmaster, push him to break the Dream Coil. Can't get the primal split off. Armel now finding a triple as they also catch up to Kezcute and bring him down. Boom ID, can they mount a defense? They've got the Brewmaster up in 5 seconds. He does have a primal split available. Slark looking for a target. What can they find? Arrow not going to connect. Boogie hanging back. Doesn't have a global silence. FBZ needs to be careful. There's the silence from Cuckoo. They've probably still got that force staff as well. They don't even need it. They've got the punch. Tim's locking him down. Buyback now from the Brew. TNC not retreating just yet, though. Joking going to try for a TP out, but he gets sliced down by the Whirling Death, and he used his buyback in the previous fight, so he doesn't have it now. Timbersaw in some trouble. Chains away, though. He's going to be just fine. Slark whiffing on the pounce. Maybe just Boogie? Double global silence feels pretty backbreaking in this situation. Cuckoo off scouting. Vision not the most amazing for TNC, but they still get this pretty easily. Boomer out here under the cover of Moonlight Shadow, but it's not going to last that much longer. And they do have at least the one ward to get the catch onto the Spirit Breaker. Can he get anything off? Cuckoo jumps in, lands the silence. Spirit Breaker buying back into the game. Mirana trying to find an angle, but just can't do anything. Once again, pacing back and forth on the sidelines of the fight is the Slark. Gonna get Dream Coiled up, does manage to break it and keep on running with the Dark Pact, as Boom will look to make their defense up on this high ground, but FBZ getting isolated as the Panda won't be able to get the blink out, now silenced up by the last word, swarmed by TNC and brought down. So no Brewmaster, they've bought back on the Spirit Breaker. It looks like at this point, Boom ID can't really do anything to deter them from that. Mirana lobs out a wild arrow, just kind of hoping. They're looking at this Timber once again. Gabby getting pushed inside of the building. He gets forced staffed away. He's going to be okay. Global Silence number 1 coming out. I don't actually know where the Refresher Shard is right now. It's in the inventory of Cuckoo. They've lost 3 so far. Makoto kept alive by his BKB, but not for too much longer. They do manage to get the break over onto the Timber, but the damage just doesn't feel like it's doing anything from Slark. And TNC now just going for the Mega Creeps. A little bit longer than we've seen some of the games this patch, but TNC firmly in control. 25k lead. Dota Plus giving it to them 89-11, and I mean Slark feeling like he has to come and get some stacks. Pops the BKB now as well, but he's just not doing any damage to Gabby. Gabby still got the cheese. He's giving away 34 stacks. Nice Dream Coil now from Cuckoo right as Fervian jumps. He breaks the coil. Now he's locked down and he's dead. GG has been called. And TNC are going to be taking game 1 here in this best of 3 series for your playoffs in the Chongqing Major SEA qualifiers. Also feels a tiny bit greedy. They're going to be sending the Morphling mid. It is Rubik and Nightstalker as the 2 supports. A bit of a farm fest this early game. Tim's running forward with a tag team, but it's only him. He's actually forcing both of them back somehow. Cuckoo's not even getting involved for this. Tim's is going to have another tag team up very soon with his Arcane Rune. And yeah, Cuckoo's still just farming away. Picks up his boots. Now Kezcute almost dead up top. He is dead. Gabby brings him down. Fervian jumping on top of him. These tower shots might be a little bit too much. Gabby surviving. He gets over to the shop. That activates his salve out of the backpack. That's going to let him survive a little bit longer. And the counterspell reflecting the dagger. He gets the full salve duration. Oh, man. Morphling never going to have as much impact as the Kunkka after this laning stage breaks down. Like, Kunkka's going to get level 7. And he can easily start running around and making ganks happen. But for Boom, that really has to come in the form of FBZ, and he's just getting gone on right now. He's tanky on the Nightstalker, but there is more than enough damage to finish him off. Tim's with this double damage rune. I'm super worried for Boom, though. Nightstalker getting some levels, but this first night not really going to be too meaningful. And oh, Oh, Kunkka gets the cleave on mid. Armel with the 3 points. Puts an end to Mikoto. Bottom lane tower is just getting taken. Armel rotating down here. Teaming up with Cuckoo, looking to bring this down. Morphling gonna do his best to push out the mid lane. Apply a little bit of pressure. Jokum gets found up by Gabby. Anti-Mage gonna be finding another solo kill. And should now know that the Rubik was somewhere in the area. TNC just completely styling on Boom. Mikoto also, okay, gonna try for something here. But Ninja Boogie's got that point in the Sinister Gaze. Mikoto in a little bit of trouble. He morphed into the Tusk. Now he's gonna get dragged back. X marks the spot. He's still pretty tanky, but he doesn't have the waveform for another 2 seconds, and down he goes. Cuckoo TPing him with the multicast. Did he multicast the Midas? It looked like he might have. Hard to say. We'll keep an eye on him. Oh no, I'm missing kills. Gabby somehow picks up a kill on Kezcute at top, but this time around is going to pay for it with his life. Dark Ascension gets popped by FBZ, and they will be able to kill him. That is Boom ID getting on the board now. 10-1. PNC with a 5k net worth advantage. Cuckoo. Alright. Running down. They lose vision for 0.75 seconds, but now they've got the Phantom Assassin locked down. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to blink. Another easy pick off. Armel. Alright. Throws the boat. He's 2k HP with the boat buff. There's just no killing this man. Up top, pressure onto FBZ. Frost Shield slowing him down heavily. Do still have the Mana Void available as well. Gabby wants to secure that kill, and he will do so. And of course, always has the option to pick up the Halberd, as we also used to see. Ooh, TNC. Wait. Where's the Midas? Midas. There's a gank cap. Cuckoo, I need you to Midas. I need to go and look at this gank. No, Cuckoo. Oh, Pervian. All right, getting gone on. Once again, the blur saving him for a little bit. The Chain Frost gets deployed. Ninja Boogie driving Jokum over. They've got the Frost Shield stolen, but this Chain Frost is just bouncing. Ninja Boogie triple kill. Is the Midas used? No, I missed the Midas. God damn it. It's too strong. They've given it a really, really long cooldown. And it just seems a little bit difficult to use. Alright, there you go. They're popping everything. They've found the Ninja Boogie Lich. Can they actually bring him down? The Snowball won't be able to save him. FBZ still chasing forward. Jokum steals the Snowball. That's going to give them more of an opportunity to initiate back in. Gabby looking at him. FBZ in some trouble. Snowball saved. Tim's getting chased. Fervian with the crits. Brings him down. Mana Void now coming through. They've got the X marks the spot from the Kunkka. The boat going to come in and help out Cuckoo survive. Primal Split's being popped. What's it actually doing? It's a 2 for 2 so far. Gabby's still chasing. He's just auto-attacking whoever he wants at this point. Primal Split's going to be over soon. The Brewmaster is pretty healthy, still full HP, but X marks the spot, going to drag him back, and Gabby's still auto-attacking Cuckoo. One more cleave will do it. And in the end, it is going to be TNC taking, what, a pretty big discrepancy between, say, like the Anti-Mage and the Morphling in this game. The Anti-Mage is getting super involved and actually finding quite a bit of gold from kills. Armel getting gone on. Difficult kill to find. Shadowblade coming off cooldown soon. Nice torrent connection. Do they have the detection to bring him down? They've got a sentry ward. You need to keep him in range. Nice stolen torrent from Jokum is gonna set that kill up for them. So Mikoto is continuing to farm up for now, but I think everybody else needs to just be go, go, go. They got another 3 minutes of nighttime, and if they can't fight now, they're never going to be able to fight this game. They're looking towards Armel. He's still got the boat, but won't be able to get it off because of the silence. Nicely done. Also dusted. Primal Split comes through. The Crippling Fear does its work. And Armel, a little bit greedy, just sitting there slapping the tower. Ninja Boogie trying to keep himself alive with the Frost Shield. Gives that away to the Rubik. That's trouble. And now Cuckoo also getting caught out. It's one after the next after the next. Tim's waiting up on the high ground. He's ready to tap this shrine, but I don't think they're going to be able to get Cuckoo in range. Oh, get the vision over the Ancient, snowball him a little bit further away, but no, Cuckoo's still dead. And now Tim's is just going to pay with his life for his cute play. He could have just walked away, but TNC's suffering from save a buddy syndrome a little bit, and they are going to end up losing 4 for nothing. I don't really think so. Oh, wait, guys, we get to screw the Roshan. We get to watch another Midas. Let's go, Cuckoo. Oh. No multicast this time. Dang it. They push this, they see heroes here, and now they're just sweeping the other angle because they know that they can force a favorable fight, especially if they can connect the Kunkka to this one. I've got all 4 heroes over here. Oh, now they've got the lockdown under the Brewmaster. Will he be able to get the Primal Split off? No, his mana gets completely burned out by the Manta Style. FBZ pops everything that he's got, but he's not finding any kills just yet. He's latching on the Ninja Boogie. Jokum died as well. Will buy back. Looks like Tim's just found him in the back lines. Mikoto does morph into the Anti-Mage, but his Anti-Mage form is already being oomed, and Jokum just gets jumped again. Gabby only takes 4 swipes of the glaives to bring him down. Ooh, Blee. Pretty much all falling in the hands of the Night Stalker, but he's also just tanking up, going for a hood so far. Walking forward onto Gabby. Armel's got this X marks the spot. They're going to lock down the Brewmaster. Once again, burn out his mana. That's 2 fights back to back where he just has been completely unable to get the Primal Split off. And they're surrounding this Morphling. He's got the Aegis, but is that really going to matter? Waveform away, but the X marks the spot, still going to drag him into position, and now he's pretty much completely Gabby's jumping forward, looking for more. Counterspell, trying to get Rubik to pop a lift or something on himself, but had already used all of his spells just a little bit earlier. And TNC will instead be content to swarm this tower. Oh, I'm out. Bot Fervian. Pops the blur for a second, buys him a little bit of time, but Boogie also here with the lockdown and TNC. Nice, easy kill. PA does pick up her Desolator. So, pretty big power spike. Like, you compare the Rubik to the Lich, and it feels like Ninja Boogie's Lich is just having so much impact, and the Rubik is really doing nada. And it's not like they have that dissimilar farm. Oh, alright. Primal Split getting popped super early this time around so that they can't get the Sinister Gaze onto him. Is Ninja Boogie really worth focusing on here? Fervian going in does decent damage. They get the Crippling Fear out onto 2. Can they bring down Gabby? That's the big question. He's still pretty tanky. The Crimson Guard helping out. Now they turn their attention back towards the PA. Gabby is going to blink and reset for a second. Tim's split up from the rest of his team. Looks like he's going to be the one chased down. It's just the position 5's dead so far. Nice 2-man torrent. Buys a little bit more space. Tim's going to turn around onto the Brewmaster now. And Gabby should easily be able to finish off this kill. Stick charge is getting popped. There's another Crippling Fear that's keeping Gabby locked down, and he will actually end up falling. There's too much damage as the rest of the team comes through, but Armel with the boat. Looks like TNC should still be able to take this. They lose the Anti-Mage, but they've got the other 2 cores still alive. Buyback from the Night Stalker, and that's going to be enough for TNC to back themselves out. Ooh. Nothing that they can really do to stop him. Just going to be forced to TP themselves out. The rest of TNC is still chilling out over here at the mid lane. Mikoto is going to be going for the BKB. They don't land the torrent. X marks the spot coming out, but now Armel's being X'd. He does have a BKB, so he's not really in too much danger. They get on top of the Morphling. They've got some good chain stun for him. He's also being feared. The Sinister Gaze, a big problem. He does manage to morph back, but they just kill the Kunkka form anyway. Fervian's in the middle of all of this. He's getting some big cleaves, but TNC just popped the Crimson Guard, and they will be able to run away somewhat. Morphling buys back into the game. Looks like Cuckoo going to be left for dead. But TNC not really losing too much more. Buyback from the Lich as well. Ninja Boogie sensing a little bit of urgency and trying to contest the Roshan. TNC are coming over, trying to contest. They do still have the Ghost Ship. Armel a little bit slow, and Roshan's dropping very quickly. This is Aegis and Cheese about to be claimed. That buyback may have been well worth it. They're going to catch FBZ outside of the pit, but they've already got the Aegis. They've already got the Cheese. And TNC not willing to commit for the damage. Fervian jumps forward and just tears off Ninja Boogie's head. Now he's looking for crits onto Tim's. Finds himself a double. Gabby can't really stand there and fight that one. Scanning over at this high ground, but that's not where TNC are playing at all. They're actually playing on the Radiant Tri-Camp area for now. They're splitting up, though. Armel's going to find this haste. He's also got the BKB. Should be pretty difficult to kill. Pops the BKB now, also going to go for the haste. The Primal Split's being used. I don't know if TNC can actually take this fight, though. They're looking for it. They head towards the Night Stalker. They focus down the Rubik first. Boat comes through. Both teams buffed up. Doing a pretty good job. Gabby using his BKB to try and man fight, but I think they just have to run away from this PA, and this is trouble. Cuckoo on the run. The support's getting split up from their cores. Is now Boom chase forward. They've also got their Shrine to fight for. Cuckoo gets brought down. The Chain Frost not doing enough in the face of that Shrine heal. And TNC now just going to be forced to disengage. Gabby's playing the rack game. He's already pushing out mid. Tim's just going to buy some time. And Gabby's already in position at bottom, forcing out the glyph. Nobody's here just yet to stop him. He's still going to just keep on fighting. FBZ does have the crippling fear. All right, runs it forward, but Gabby just wants this tier 3 in. Boom, just evading them to head over towards top. Kescute is going for a Solar Crest. Tim's also going to be going for the Ghost Scepters, so everything that they can to kind of itemize against this PA, who Tim's just blinks right on top of. They found her, but the rest of the team is a little bit far away, so Tim's just going to do everything that he can. It's going to pay for this one with his life. Gabby now coming in, Chain Frost getting deployed. They're looking over towards the Morphling. He morphed into the Tusk, and that just makes him a little bit easier to bring down. Gabby does pop the BKB, now turns back towards Furby, and it's just a man fight. Basher against Basher, along with the mischance. Lots of RNG. Who's going to get the win here? They are just going to blink away and let Cuckoo finish it off. They've lost both big cores. Armel was getting controlled by the Primal Split, but now he's back. Oh, Kescute does manage to get the TP out. Cuckoo not really looking there. Alright, nice. Only at 2 times, but still pretty good. Gabby jumping up. Second tier 3 tower about to be brought down. They're looking towards FPZ. Once again, the crippling fear is going to help him out a little bit, but not enough. Everyone jumping right on top of him. The tag team bonus damage also amping up. Mono Void gets thrown onto the Rubik. Doesn't quite die from it. Buyback from FPZ, but TNC just cleaning up the base. They got Bloodlust, they've got AC, and they've got so much damage from this anti-mage. What can Boom even do? Once again, FBZ pokes his head forward. This Night Stalker seemed like a little bit of an experiment from Boom ID this game, but it's a failed one at that. This Gabby anti-mage looking strong. Whoever's playing against Boom in the next round might be thinking about banning this Tusk out. It's been looking very strong. They just annihilated bottom lane. Just killed Rubik over and over and over again. Tim's alright. He's gonna pay for his transitions now, but GG's been called. Fervian's out of here, and Boom ID, they are going to be heading down into the lower bracket. TNC moving one step closer to qualification here in the Chongqing Major SEA qualifiers. They're going to be playing up against the winner of Fnatic versus Mineski next, which